Well, my name's Dave, and this is the Best Dual Sport Bikes channel. And two things. I think I owe some people an apology because somebody said, "Were you drunk when you were making that video? Does this guy drink?" And I feel bad because now I know what video they were talking about, and I was on some hardcore kind of decongestant thing that I was given, and it was late at night, and it was making me doofy and drowsy, and now I understand why people thought I was drunk because I was slurring my words. So I apologize for that. Anyhow, and I also owe you a joke. So remember those Tickle Me Elmo dolls? If you're older, you probably remember them. So what's the last thing they do to a Tickle Me Elmo doll before they put it in the package? They give it 2 testicles. All right. This is the better fuel filter setup for the 24 bikes, and it would apply to some 23 bikes. But these new 24 bikes, it's really hard. Now this is your EXC. It's really hard to get to this quick disconnecting to break it apart to get the tank off. And then the way that the fuel line runs is just a pain trying to pull the tank out and getting the line in and out of the whole situation. Plus we want to fix this filter anyhow because it's so small and stupid. So I've got a great fix for it. So first and foremost, let's talk about why you would even do this in the first place. So this is your stock quick disconnect, which comes on the bike, and this is the other side of it, and you have to squeeze this and take it apart. And inside here is your dinky little fuel filter. And if you were out on the trail and the bike started to run weird, it's interesting that, you know, KTM gives you like 10 of these little fuel filters in your toolkit, but see, I've got to pick it out with a pick. Like you would need a pick on the trail to even get it out to change it. And you can see how small, I can't even hold on to it. You can see how small this thing is. So one little thing gets in there and the bike starts to run like junk. Another problem with these things is this is your plunger system in here. It only flows fuel when it's clipped all the way together. Many times people have got them in there, but they're not clipped all the way together, and they wonder why their bike won't start or it's not running right. Also, many times with this little O-ring here, you're taking it in and out a few times, it starts to tear or deteriorate, and now all of a sudden you put it together and you're out on the trail for some reason and gas is coming out of it. So that's not good. Also, yeah, I know, another also, you can see it's relatively thin plastic. Well, there's a big move to, you know, where people get these things in metal, and that's because these things break, especially when they get cold. So, what are we going to do? Well, because of the fact this thing is extremely hard to get to on the new bikes anyhow, let's just get rid of it. And it was clamped to a hose like this, which wiggled up into the tank, and it was clamped onto the tank with a fitting like this that was pinched shut. So to get the tank off, you had to deal with getting this thing apart and all that. So what are we going to do about it? We're just going to replace it with a huge filter like this that we make. Now this is the quick disconnect one that we always made before, and if you want to use this one and you want to just use this guy, it's got 2 O-rings on it for security, and use this for the big filter, that's cool. You can go that route, but on the new bikes I would go this route, and this is designed on both sides to fit hose. And the best part about that is we eliminate the problems with that thing. It's not coming apart here anymore. Let's take this thing apart and let's just see, because you can take this apart forever. It's serviceable with the big stainless steel screen. Right? Just a little bit bigger than this. 7 times bigger the area than this. And you can always hose it out. You can blow it out, carburetor cleaner, whatever, because it's stainless steel and life's looking pretty good. So now, with this dude and this new hose that goes from the tank down to the filter, and these array of clamps, which I'll show you in a second, you can see why things are much easier to work on, and you got the bigger filter. While you're at it, this is the stock fuel rail. You can see there's a huge kink in there, not very good for fuel flow. They're also plastic. They also have a tendency to break sometimes. Here's the one that we make. Much straighter shot of fuel flow, you know, aluminum. So better response out of this thing and no breakage. Now let's go look at the bike and see how it all went together. This last part of this video serves as instructions as well for installing this deal. So if you have switched to the new fuel rail, well, you're going to use your existing fuel line. You will cut a small piece out of it to get this right about here, and things work great right here because it can bang around. It really doesn't move too much and it doesn't hit anything. If you're going to use the stock fuel rail, well, you can manipulate things as needed, but you get it. This thing fits right about here, and your new line is going to come here and route underneath the tank. So things will come underneath the tank and they will come up in the middle here. And two things, you're going to get a clamp like this, which is great because if you need to take anything apart on the trail, you can just undo it. And this is how you easily get the tank off, because this will easily pull off of here. And yes, it will leak a few little drops of gas, but not much. And then you can just secure this right here. The fuel line stays right there. It's easy. Pull the tank off. This thing is right here for putting stuff back together. So you can see why this is much easier if ever needed than going the other route with a quick disconnect. One, just smart, man. Little thing I got to tell you is, and this fits under the seat easy, right here. So this battery terminal cable, the positive, it likes to fall away. Here's your negative. There's zero cover on this thing. If you were monkeying around with this thing and something fell against these two things and arced up and you've got gas fumes, it's disaster. So take a piece of tape. I use duct tape. I lay it across there and just kind of tape this thing up, and I leave this stuff in place just for ass coverage. You don't want to blow up. Okay, well that's it. Thanks for watching.